It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Willis going to throw it right away. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Willis now off play action. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, Willis to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Williams. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Here we go. Seven Pirates. Go.
They'll go. Here's Williams. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Williams going to look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third and inches.
79 Broncos.
To throw once more. Here's Williams. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. Here's second and 7. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. Willis out of the gun. It's caught. Mitchell. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Willis. That one complete to Ligon.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Here's Willis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
60 by 6.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. A give to Etienne running right.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That one let go deep for Laporta.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
4th down, Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And out of bounds Browns all the way down at the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Etienne will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Willis looking to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Third and goal, Willis.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time...
There he goes, right side.
Off to the races. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Williams going to sneak it.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Caleb Williams
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another up. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Let's go now.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Completes it to Hardman. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Go! Warrior 70. Check out.
To throw, it's Williams.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
79 Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Throwing is Williams.
Rolling to and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Caleb Williams
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners add 6 to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
To throw, Williams.
Out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand in the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action with Willis. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's fought from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jonathan Taylor, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Willis out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Escaping the pressure right.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Here's Willis.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Willis now off of play action. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here's Williams.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. To the air, Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out right at the 25.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the 49er first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
First and 10, Taylor now.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding.
This is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
Touchdown, 49ers! Mecole Hardman, 60 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after here coming up. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
That's the score. Niners 31. Packers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
In motion left, Hardman. From the gun, here's Williams.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to...
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll look to throw again.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Brock Bowers.
36 yards.
And the 49ers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Now he steps away.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action. Willis.
Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now 3rd down and 7. It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Adonai Mitchell.
26 yards.
And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Malik Willis.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
70 range. Come on.
To throw, it's Williams.
Completes it to Hardman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
60 Maverick. Let go.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Williams going to look to throw again.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Willis out of the gun. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, here's Willis.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And my goodness, another interception.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their backs really against the wall now, and we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. Willis now off play action.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. The front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Willis looking to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Packers.
Adonai Mitchell
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Packers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's Willis.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
This one deep for Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
70 range.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Buying time to his left. He's got it at the 15.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. One final try here for Willis.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it.
And now off to the races down the right right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there.
I think you know